instead of getting a nice car, after I graduated, I got a nice camera. And I made a couple documentaries that you can beat the ground and try and get 50 people to come into the movie theater when your film debuts, and that's a success. But it just so hit that the whole digital media and internet video craze was just beginning. YouTube was new. And I decided to take my camera and release 3 minutes of video a week. And I had a PBS background, so I gave it a little name, had a little intro music, but it was still 3 minutes of me apple picking, me exploring what interests me that week.
Right.
And I went from 7 viewers the first week, and the first 7 viewers I had, I was just like, who are these people? Instead of being like, oh, I only get 7 viewers, I was like, these are my people. I was excited.
And they're interested in my content.
So 37 episodes later, I had 10,000 regular viewers, and I was giving talks places, and next thing you know, I was a web video producer, and I was producing web video series for clients and doing creative things, creative projects. And I just started being an early adapter of different things, different social media platforms, and trying to create projects that taught me the ins and outs of whatever emerging media thing was coming out. So, latest, when Google Plus, which is their new social media platform, came out in beta, I created a game show, I created all these things. And by the time it went public, in their press release, they named 3 people to check out to show the creative opportunities of Google Plus. And I was one of them in the press release by Google. Produced 9 short plays for charity, and that started a year ago when I produced another 9 short plays for charity, and it was going to be this one-off thing where I get local writers, local artists and actors and directors to all donate their time, and then we vote on 3 local charities to give the money away to that we raised. And they enjoyed the experience so much that we did it again. So I was completely focused on that. And right in the thick of that, the space opportunity came up. So that started quite innocently with a web ad that I saw. Buzz Aldrin, the astronaut, had announced a contest or kind of an initiative to push commercial spaceflight in celebration of Seattle's Space Needle's 50th anniversary. And in coordination with a commercial spaceflight company called Space Adventures. And they were going to give away a trip to space, and all you need to do to enter was put your name and email address in. So I did, and promptly forgot about it for months. Months later, I received an email that said, you are one of the 1,000 in the first cut out of 50,000. So it went from 50,000 to 1,000 randomly by computer selection. But those first...
So it was total random. There wasn't anything
the first cut was completely random. And you get this email saying 1,000 people have been selected to make a video explaining why they should go to space. And I did not immediately say, oh, I'm going to make this video and I'm going to win. I said, 1,000 people making videos, still the odds are pretty slim. But the closer the deadline became, I realized it's space, and it would be just a cool thing, a fun thing to dream about. And I had actually been spending every night reading my 2-year-old son this book about a father who climbs a ladder and gets the moon for their child. So like I'm literally going, well, what would my movie be about? I don't even know. And then I realized that I would incorporate my son. So, and then I did. And literally 2 days before the deadline, I started the film, even though I was given months, and made it and sent it out. And then I looked at other videos on YouTube that had been submitted, and there were spectacular CG, like, amazing films. People had dropped some money to win this contest. And so I went, oh, I'm not going to space. Months go by. then I got an email saying judges have selected 20, and there's going to be a public vote nationwide, and they get to choose who will go make the final cut. So I was now one of the 20, and instead of these really intense special effects videos, they really selected a cross-section of America. There was a girl from a small town in Alaska. There was a lot of people from the Midwest and kind of all around the country. And I was selected. I'm pretty sure I was the only one in New England, but at this point I think I'm the only one on the East Coast.
Really? I mean, out of the 5.
Right, because the 20 went to public vote, and I think they said 40 or 50,000 votes came in, and it was cut down to 5. So I am now one of the 5. The public vote is over, and the final 5 space candidates go to Seattle for physical and mental challenges and final elimination. And that's where I am right now. So I am in personal training to be ready to go to Seattle and compete to go to space. I think I just get excitement out of finding out the possibilities of new things. I do have a pocket watch. I do have a fedora. I'm not afraid to wear a rainbow bear costume. I'm not a crazy dresser all the time. You did a very, very good job. I'm very pleased. I was prepared for kind of anything. People who are watching this are going to make fun of me, but it's like exercises I've heard of before, except put like scary adjectives in front of them, like super sit-ups or impossible push-ups. There are so many people who spend a lot of time saying, I've always wanted to do this, or I've always wanted to do that. I think the people that are, in the news are simply people that are just doing what they've always wanted to do. Mm-hmm. So, do it. Mm-hmm. I have a 2.5-year-old who's very much my inspiration, and when he went to his first day of daycare, we made him a little photo book. Mm-hmm. And I think I might borrow his photo book that has
very sweet.
Pictures of everyone in our family in it. Mm-hmm. It's been incredible. Yeah, everybody from, just locals to the governor to, I got a fan letter from someone in the New Hampshire prison system. Oh. It's been, and people around the country have been contacting me. It's been really wild. If I'm selected, then I'm ready to go. I'm actually more scared just to disappoint people and not be the person to go. There are 4 people around the country who just as much want to go, and they've been preparing. So I wish them good luck, and I just hope I don't disappoint people at home. It's sincerely my biggest anxiety. I just want to, so many people supported me, and I just want to make sure I try my hardest for them. I feel like I'm prepared. Maybe. Hopefully.